guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. I did not expecting to have so many questions regarding to the chanting. Since this week we're talking mostly about chanting, I thought I'm just here try to answer the question or clarify a couple of things, and hopefully that would help you guys understand better. Before I start, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. There are people asking me, so in regard of the Heart Sutra and the Great Compassion mantra, does it work on certain chanting machine? And then the reason I say no, it doesn't work on chanting machine. That is because most of it is being I couldn't digitize. So because it's being digitalized, or because it's being transferred so many people, therefore it doesn't really work the way that you're supposed to do. And most of the people who read it for the chanting machine, they don't really have any intention. They were simply reading it. You know what I mean? So therefore, that doesn't really have any thought or any function of it. So here I want to really clarify it. It doesn't matter Buddhism, Asian, or the Western country. You guys must know. I give you the best example, right? You watch Harry Potter. Harry Potter, if I give you one spell, the person who is good, right, they can read the same spell will create something great, while someone who is not good, they will read exactly the same spell, but won't have the same effect. So just use that as your reference point, and you will roughly know. In chanting or spelling or any magic that you want to exercise, I don't care. In this case, it doesn't really have to be chanting. It can be spelling or anything, right? If you want to cast a spell, how does that work? How are you certain how it works? It's really based on the person who want to chant or the person who want to cast a spell. Does that make sense to you? So the stronger my energy is, the better the result will be. So it's basically just like Harry Potter. So if you guys understand that, then you will understand it doesn't matter where the chanting is or how it is presented. It sometimes can be chanting it, or sometimes it can be writing, or sometimes it can be some kind of art, sometimes it can be some people singing it. You know, it will all work as long as the person who is doing it or designing it or singing it, they come with the intention to make it work. Does that make sense to you? Of course, there are a lot of people out there, they don't have that kind of intention. Like in Taiwan, it's very common people will print chanting as a giveaway, believing by doing so, I can then build some kind of, wealth, some kind of concept of wealth in my future or something, right? So you will understand in that regard, the person, what is it their intention to do so? What is their intention to print it, or what's their intention to chant it? What's their intention to make that happen, right? So why is a product not working the way they should be? Because the intention, remember, it ties into everything. It ties into your power of thought. Whose power of thought? The person who decide to print it, decide to design it, decide to chant it, or sing it, or however way you can come up to me. So when you ask me, does it work on written form? Does it work on the product? Does it work on this? Does it work on that? Just remember one thing. It works on things as long as the person who come up with this idea, the person who is doing so, have a great intention to make it work, right? So as long as, and then how much would it work? It also depends on the person. The stronger my energy is, the better effect it will be, right? So now you just have to know the closer relationship you have with, from A to you, like whoever come up with this idea, chanting, reading, writing, or anything. The closer relationship you have with this person, the better effect it will work, right? Hopefully that doesn't confuse you. I mean, if I want to cast a spell on you and I cast it directly on you, it will work. But if I want to cast a spell on you and I require A to tell B, B to tell C, C to tell D, and then eventually go to you, you just remember that how that intention, how that thought, how that energy will then get diluted through the whole process. So by the time you get it, you may or may not really have that same effect. So hopefully that explained that to you. So if you want to know, does it work on printing? Does it work on product? Does it work on this? It's very simple. If you know the designer, or if you know the singer, you know the person who chanted, and you can observe them, you know their intention, and you can feel it. Usually you could. When it comes to chanting spell and things like that, the receiver usually can feel it, right? I don't think it's just me, but I believe everybody can feel it. So the closer you are to that person, the more you will be able to feeling it. So I feel like it takes so long to explain this question and I forget what my next question is. But anyway, sorry for a quiet moment. I'm just trying to think, is there any other question that people ask me, but it kind of go really quick through my head. So I just gonna quickly wrap it up. It's just a Q&A to answer that. A lot of people want to know what does it work. Very quickly, I'm gonna quickly sum it up for all of you guys. If you are interested in the heart sutra is the energy go within yourself. It helps you to reflect yourself. If you are interested in the great compassion mantra, it does create some kind of shield around you. It does. What does it does is it bring the soul to the original setting. You could use yourself as a protection. You could also give other people as a protection, or you could use it to deal with, evil spirits. If you ever think you are encountering evil spirits, a great compassion mantra does work quite good in that regard. Why heart sutra work a lot within your, if you feel like you need to learn to let go of things, let go of certain, whatever, it can be whatever that thing, then that is definitely the chain you can pick. And also another quick phrase that we were talking about, like home money body home, that is basically a quick spell, quick saying that quickly align your energy and create a shield, a guard, surround yourself. A lot of people, on the Facebook, try to tell me it should come from the bottom up based on chakra, not the top down. Again, I'm here to clarify with you guys. I don't know what other people say. The truth is, I don't really care what they say. What am I sharing here with you is based on the years of experience that I have, right? Based on the experience of things like testing and things like that. And I'm telling you, when you say, oh, money, body, home, you actually go up to down. That's just the way it is. I don't know why. I try to imagine it going bottom up. It just doesn't work that way for me. So, if you believe other people say it's better, as I say, I'm clarified so many times. What I say may or may not be the universal truth, but it's simply what I learned throughout my psychic journey. So if you believe the other person is more correct, then as I said, go ahead. That is the way your spirit guide you and pick a path that works better for you. So anyway, so in that regard, please stop arguing with me because I am not interested in arguing with you guys. I'm just simply sharing what I know. So, what else? And then some people ask me, there's also a lot of quick saying in Taiwan. The quick phrase is almost like, oh, money, body, home. What does that do? You will very often say, Nam Mo Guan Xin Pusa or Nam Mo Ami Tofu. Those two phrases, you heard it all the time too. No. Sorry. See, it doesn't work for me because if I call them. Those phrases are usually calling people, okay? So that does help for normal people. But what they do is they show up. If you don't believe your own energy is able to protect you from whatever bad spirit that you're dealing with, in this case, by calling greater force, which is calling higher spirits to come and give you power, give you force, and give you strength, or keep the spirit away. That's why it works. So those phrases, don't ask me what that meant, because I don't know what that meant. Because when it worked on me, every time I say it, I simply call those people, call those Buddha, call those God toward me, So I don't do that. But I believe it will help for those if you feel very insecure of your own power and confidence and things like that. And then you need some extra force to give you that push or give you that, quick protection. That might be a way to do it. So anyway, hope that quickly answer all the questions. Again, if you guys have any common question, I do not answer private question, personal question on my Facebook. Those questions require you to go to book a consultation with me. But other than that, if you have any common question that you think most of people would be curious and want to know, then do drop me a line or do leave my message. If I have time, I will try to answer your question. So again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or subscribe my iTunes podcast or my website at ruowen.com. Again, my website got a lot of data. Go Google it first before you drop me the question. So again, I see you guys next time. Bye.